All right. As I said, when it comes to the Gyanvapi row, when it has earlier this week shifted by the Supreme Court back to the District Court judge, it will be taken up in a short while from now, around 2 p.m. what is being said. So we'll play out exactly the contentions there. The Government Council passing orders on priority because this is Ashwini Upadhyay's intervention plea in the Supreme Court. They have challenged the Worship Act. The 1991 Act that is being challenged, remember it has already been challenged before. Dr. Subramanian Swamy has also taken up the fight to the court, but the district judge will be now taking up the case at 2 p.m. There are a slew of petitions that are also lined up when it comes to additional pleas by the Hindu side. Now they have been claiming, they have now been saying when it comes to the area, the Wuzu Khana, where the Shivling-like structure that has been found, they want that entire area to be cleaned, the debris to be removed, the wall to be removed, and so that the people, the Hindus, can come back there inside the masjid complex and continue with their prayers. So they want this particular petition to be taken up in priority with the district court judge, as they are going to be now raising this issue in the court in short while from now.
Temple is a place of worship and mosque is the place of prayer. Place of worship और place of prayer में जमीन आसमान का अंतर होता है. प्लेस ऑफ वर्शिप उसको कहते हैं, पूजा स्थल उसको कहते हैं जहां भगवान रखे जाते हैं, उनकी प्राण प्रतिष्ठा होती है, उनका जलाभिषेक होता है, उनको फल चढ़ाते हैं, उनको मिष्ठान देते हैं, उनका भोग लगाते हैं और फिर वहीं पे जो देवता है उन्हीं की पूजा की जाती है. उसको कहते हैं पूजा स्थल, मंदिर. जबकि मस्जिद में भगवान नहीं रहते, मस्जिद में खुदा नहीं रहते. मस्जिद इज ए प्लेस ऑफ प्रेयर, सिंपली इबादत का स्थान है.
The Advocate Commissioner has also said in its report that Shivling has been found. So now the evidence on record is that Shivling has been found. So if they are saying it's a fountain, then they should they should join hands with me so far as my application under 82 GA is concerned, which has asked for removal of the walls beneath the Wuzu area. So they remove those artificial walls and show that how that fountain works. We also want to know that how that fountain works. We want to see, we want to put it before the court that no sir, sorry, we are wrong, this is not a Shivling, this is a fountain. So how it has to be proved? It has to be proved by removing those walls, and it has to be shown before the court that yes, this is a fountain and this is the way the water management system has been created by Aurangzeb. So all these things they have to show, and they should join hands with us.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश दिनांकित 20/5/2022 से ये बिल्कुल स्पष्ट है कि जिला जज न्याय साहब को ये एक तरह से डायरेक्शन है कि वो सुनवाई करें और जो आर्डर 7 और 11 जो प्रतिवादी की नंबर 4 की पड़ी है उसको प्राथमिकता के तौर पे उस पर सुनवाई करें. यही उनका पहला परम कर्तव्य होना चाहिए.
एक आदेश निर्गत हुआ जिसके अनुक्रम में जिला प्रशासन द्वारा उसको सील दिया गया है, परंतु वहाँ पर कुछ चीज़ें प्रकाश में आई जिसके समाधान के संदर्भ में स्पष्ट निर्देश के निमित्त 80 का प्रार्थना पत्र है कि जो मछलियाँ हैं वो सील होने से उसमें कहीं जो मानव निर्मित तालाब है कहीं उनके जीवन को खतरा न हो. वजू करने के संदर्भ में यह कि चूँकि वो अंदर सील हो चुका है उसके लिए कोई व्यवस्था अलग से कर दिया जाए, वैकल्पिक व्यवस्था. और तीसरा ये है कि शौच क्रिया वगैरह के संदर्भ में भी वो उनका परिसर में सील है, तो उसके लिए भी अगर यथोचित आदेश हो जाए तो उत्तम होगा.
To talk on both the sides, my colleagues also joining us live from Varanasi, Shivani and Akansha both joining us at this point. Shivani, it's a matter of time now. 2 p.m. is the time when those cases will now be taken up. Just take us through the developments that we have seen so far with the additional pleas that have been now cited by the Hindu side.
Well, yes, of course, a few moments left for this particular hearing to start, where all eyes are on this particular case and District Court of Varanasi. But importantly, the former Mahant of Kashi Vishwanath Temple has also seeked one petition that he will be filing soon in the District Court itself, where he is demanding that he should also be allowed to, conduct puja, conduct prayers every day, that too, where they can, completely comply with aartis and bhajans as well in the particular temple inside and before that particular Shivling that they are claiming, which is there in the Gyanvapi complex. But right now also, when we are here, it's a very short while when now the hearing will begin. But definitely we understand that one after another, there is a list of petition and the pleas and the requests, those are coming up before the Varanasi court right now, whereas the Supreme Court one side had given all the balls are in now the district court's table. But what we understand, the petitioners have more requests to play. Now the former Mahants are coming forward. In fact, there are some more and more demands those are coming in from the Hindu side with regards to conducting prayers inside, that too on a regular basis. But when it comes to wuzu khana as well, there are mixed opinion, those are coming forward, because the Muslims are saying it is their right, which was already there in some arrangements were also made for them where water tankers were there. But of course on Friday also we saw that how the namazis, those were coming in, they did their wuzu at their residence and then they came to this particular Gyanvapi complex. And from the common gate of common entry of the Kashi Vishwanath temple, they entered the complex, the mosque premises. But definitely the way the Hindu side is coming up with new petitions, new applications, and also they are very accurately claiming all the right things which are mentioned in the survey reports. And they are also claiming that it is a government body which has conducted the survey. It is the lawyers, those have been commissioning this entire survey. There are photos, there are videos, those are there already. So one cannot really doubt that. On the other hand, we are seeing that how the Muslim side still remains stand on the thing where they are saying that it is not a Shivling but a fountain, and hence there is no survey which is required. But now, as we saw,
continues to remain the same because the Muslim side has been now questioning the maintainability of the sword. Meanwhile, the Hindu side is also now demanding as far as extending the survey. Let's talk about the same very basement, because what the surveyors have saw in the western wall of the Gyanvapi complex, there are elephant idols with broken trunks. That is something which is very significant as far as Hindu architecture that relates to a temple is concerned. This is a report that has been filed by Vishal Singh, who was the Special Advocate Commissioner. 3-day time that he was given to file this report, this extensive report. There are walls with swastikas and the trident, again something very similar and known in the Hindu faith. There are palm leaf shaped motifs on the wall. So there are clear palm-shaped motifs that has been found. All of these are indications. What is being said that there are thousands of pictures and videography that has been done of these very areas. Temple wells, motifs that also can be seen on the wall. So these are the very same structure that they are still very much in place. We are looking at these structures that have been in place for hundreds of years and they remain intact. The architecture is similar to an ancient temple. So that is what is being cited in this detailed comprehensive report that has been submitted by Vishal Singh in the court. The earlier 2-day report that was done by Ashwini Kumar Upadhyay, the Advocate Commissioner then, that also has been submitted in court, and that report also cited what is being said, Pratibha, that there were Hindu motifs and Hindu signs of architecture of a temple that was seen by them.
Absolutely. So just about 20 minutes to go as the Varanasi District Court takes up that hearing. All eyes are going to be on that. The survey and the details of that have been out. Remember, this was also something that was mentioned in the Supreme Court as the Mosque Committee had asked, how is it that the details of the survey were leaked? Now that all the documents, the survey details will be provided to the District Court. We have Akanksha also joining us live from outside the court. Akanksha, just about 20 minutes to go across Varanasi, especially near the Kashi Vishwanath complex. The security has been beefed up. But all eyes, not just in Varanasi, but across the country, are going to be on the District Court today.
Well, absolutely. The crucial hearing is going to start in some time. In fact, what we've been told that it is going to start at 2 p.m. Now, let me show you the scenario outside the court. The security here has been beefed up. More and more police personnel have been deployed in the court premises. The UP Government Council also told Times Now that the district judge is currently reading up the case files, because as you know, the Supreme Court had transferred the case from civil judge to the district judge on May 20th, saying that it is a crucial crucial and a sensitive matter and needed to be dealt with a sensible judicial hand. Now, this hearing today is quite crucial because there are a bunch of pleas which are going to be heard by the court. First of them will be the first plea that will be heard will be is filed by the Mosque committee challenging the maintainability of the suit filed by the 5 Hindu women who have sought permission to worship in the mosque complex. Other than this, survey report was filed on May 19th. That could also be reviewed. There are other bunch of pleas, fresh pleas which have come to the court that will also be heard by the court today. We also spoke to a lot of advocates here who are related to the who are representing Hindu or Muslim side in the case, and they said that good observation are likely to be passed by the court in this case today. They also said that the court should take up the maintainability plea on priority basis because the court is going.
That has been filed by the Muslim side there, where Shivani and Akansha, please continue to be with us. There are reactions that are now also coming in from the top union ministers because now they are questioning exactly कि Gyanvapi नाम कैसे पढ़ा of a masjid, which is something which is not very similar to the texts that are usually used to define and also to identify masjid across the world. Gyanvapi naam kaise pada? That is being questioned by the union minister.
बिल्कुल जांच होनी चाहिए क्योंकि जैसे बाबरी मस्जिद है, अकबरी मस्जिद है या जो भी मस्जिदों के नाम हैं या तो अरबी में है या उनके किसी बनाए गए व्यक्ति के द्वारा नाम रखे गए हैं या उनके धार्मिक स्थल उनकी भाषा में रखे गए। हिंदी में तो ये है कि वो कोई भी नाम यहाँ तक के जो है नहीं रखते हैं कि मैंने तो देखा है कि अंग्रेजी लोगों को नहीं आती है, शादी बारात करते हैं उसमें कार्ड अंग्रेजी में छापते हैं या उर्दू में छापते हैं। तो हिंदी का तो एक तरीके का वो जो है बोलचाल की भाषा में है तो भले करें, वरना हिंदी का बहुत कम यूज करते हैं लिखा पढ़ी में।
All right, so when we talk about the findings that has been found, let's take a look in the survey report what is being said, because there are certain measurements that has now come out in detail of what the shivling-like structure that has been found at the wuzu khana. Finding number 1, it's a well like 7.5 feet inside the circular pond. The structure that has been found, this is the very same structure of the wuzu khana where inside the shivling-like structure has been found. So its dimensions have now been detailed in the report. So it's a well like 7.5 feet structure inside circular pond of structure that was found. So it's a circular pond there where wuzu khana, which is also being sung. This is the very same image. This is the structure that has now been cited as a shivling. The dimensions that have also been given in the report. Let's get you the another finding there. The structure is around 2.5 feet tall, 4 feet wide. So the length and the breadth, everything being calculated in detail, that is being submitted in the report. This structure resembles a traditional shivling. So this entire design that has been made, of course, this is something that is now being questioned. This structure that is now being questioned, saying that this is additional structure that has been created on top of the shivling. So it actually looks like it looks like a fountain. That is the contention being made by the Muslim side, saying कि ये फवारा है, this is a fountain, this is not a shivling. Now this is a structure which the Hindu side is saying that the area around it, the wall around it, the tank that has been made around it, that comes down, that be demolished. 9.9 inch round stone placed separately on the structure. So that we were talking about over the shivling, the structure that has been placed, that dimensions that has also been given. This is the structure that we are talking about. This is the additional structure that you usually don't see on top of any shivling across the country, anywhere in the world. So this structure that is being questioned, the Muslim side is saying this is part of the fountain. This is part of the fountain that they have been saying. Now there are 5 channels that were carved in this round structure. You can see these lines. If it is clear there, these 5 lines that have been made, these channels that have been made, what the Muslim side says that water used to come out from this area. This channel was used as a way to clean the tank. When people were actually just the namazis, before they started with the prayers, they used to clean their hands in this very same tank. So below the stone, the structure was in one piece. This is said to be carved out of one single stone, a very heavy stone in those times when this this particular stone was used, and after the algae that was cleared, a black structure that can be seen. So algae usually comes in those places that has been covered in water for a very long time. So that area that has been cleaned, the black stone-like structure appeared, and now it is being said that it identifies with the Shivling. However, this is an additional structure that has been made on top of the Shivling Pratibha. The Muslim side is saying ki ye fawara hai, the Hindu side is saying that this is a Shivling.
Absolutely. So these are details that have been found as the survey was conducted. But now what will the court decide? Legal editor Harish Nair is also with us. Harish, the Supreme Court, when it had taken up the issue, had taken a balanced view and had sent it back to the district court. Today, as the court decides, yes, maintainability of the Hindu petitioners and what they've asked, yes. But apart from that, any observation that comes in from the court on Places of Worship Act is also going to be keenly watched, because remember, Ashwini Upadhyay said that this case, the Places of Worship Act is not going to apply to it.
Yes, that's right. In 10 minutes now, District Judge Ajay Kumar Vishwesh will be commencing the all-important hearing. And as you rightly said, remember, as per the directions of the Supreme Court, the District Judge will be first taking up the matter of maintainability of the petition filed by the 5 women Hindu petitioners who had sought daily darshan of the murals and idols on the western wall of the mosque, which is full of Hindu-style architecture. Remember, the Muslim side had argued that this entire petition should not be admitted because it is in violation of the Places of Worship Act. And now coming to your what you have said, this is what Ashwini Upadhyay has said is the crux of the argument of the Hindu side also. They are saying that this case is not covered by Places of Worship Act because it comes under an exception, because it comes under this entire Gyanvapi Kashi Vishwanath complex comes under the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Findings Act 1958. So it comes under the exception of the Places of Worship Act. And they also question, how can this complex come under, Gyanvapi complex come under the Places of Worship Act, because even the religious structure of this disputed structure is that of a temple, and which mosque can have Hindu murals and idols and motifs on its walls. And they also argue that though the Muslim side says that the Ayodhya judgment had upheld the validity of the Places of Worship Act, they observe that these were only observations which do not have a legal force, so that is not binding. They also say that they also remind the court that the validity of this Places of Worship Act is already under challenge before the Supreme Court, and the same Supreme Court which had upheld the validity of the Places of Worship Act had issued a notice on it. Their main contention is that illegal acts of invader cannot be legalized by the parliament. Number 2, they say that the right of Hindus to reclaim their rightful religious places cannot be barred by any particular act. They should be allowed to use the judicial option. So they also...
Harish, we are getting live updates now because it is already around 1:50, 10 minutes to go. And we are getting this breaking update. Shivani, if you can help us elaborate also, so far what is being said, only 16 people have been allowed inside the courtroom. The district judge was to start the proceedings earlier at 11 a.m. and due to delay, the hearing will now begin at 2 p.m. And as per the lawyers of the Hindu side, there is no objection to the court deciding the Order 7 Rule 11 application first. However, the party is also expected to seek for a court for the copy of the commissioner's survey. So, Shivani, they are now seeking the survey report in detail so that they can build their next round of arguments.
Well, today talking about the hearing hours, first of all, that it was supposed to start at 11 o'clock, but then of course the court, the district court here had several other orders to make and to dictate of Varanasi, and hence the delay took place. Even if after that also we saw that when the court announced that they have several other on priority cases to pass order, the public prosecutor had filed an application, a request where he asked that Wazoo Khana case shall be taken on the priority, but of course the court did not really took it on priority. Rather, it went on till 2 p.m. Few minutes left to go on that. But today, primarily, of course, all the applications will be heard, but not the new one, but the old one of the Wuzu Khana. And also the way we saw the Supreme Court had also interestingly given one observation where they also said that the way Muslim side is demanding to stop the survey and continue the survey, Supreme Court had denied that and said that the survey will continue to happen. And that is kind of an observation we are expecting even from Varanasi court as well, because of course Supreme Court is the Supremo court in the highest court in the country, and hence their observation will definitely going to have some kind of impact on district court today. And they will be hearing the petition first filed by those 5 petitioners in this particular Gyanvapi complex regarding the Wuzu Khana entry, which has now been seized and shut. And later after that, we'll be seeing new petitions and new applications to be filed. And I was earlier also mentioning how former Mahant has also written and petition, and he will be filing it soon before the district court itself by demanding the right to worship before those particular Shivling and the other parts, those have been found which are
so we are
also
looking at barely a few minutes to go before the proceedings begin. Harish and Shivani, we both request you to stay on with us.